sit in this position where they can potentially upset some of these teams and maybe get one of those sort of spots towards the tail end or maybe a 2-3 finish. So certainly plenty of potential for this roster, and Nuke is going to be where they have to show us. They'll be starting on that T side. They decided to take us here. It could have been Ancient or Nuke, but they made the decision Nuke would be where this one takes place. So they're going to be jumping into the pistol round between Spirit and OneWin.
One flash, one win. I've already deployed it. Looks like they're aiming for P250s. Look at this, though. It's aggressive. Out towards outside. A drop over towards Silo. Patsi trying to contend with this pressure. About to be overwhelmed by a number of Ts. Great flashbang in response, but everyone is just missing their shots. Wonderful and Chopper need to try and combine, try and help this threat. And, well, Glowiing, he does fall early. Man advantage does remain with Spirit.
Patsi is looking for a fight here, but he's struggling to find it, but has somehow managed to stay alive despite it all. Has support out towards Hell as well, so they are very aware of the T's positions. That bomb is in a very difficult place to retrieve at the moment. Magic's now having to deal with Travis out towards Rav. They managed to get that bomb back now, so they can retreat. Flamey can reposition, but no, Wonderful is there to remove deko, so now it's just Flamey outside, and he has to be careful. There are 3 CTs out there looking to fight him.
Yeah, but the space has been gathered over towards ramp. Thankfully, Flamey can bring the bomb back over. Has to be aware of lobby. But look at this. OneWin trying to wrap in towards Hell, but Magic's will strike. Nice shot. It just feels like the players are dwindling. Lollipop, 21k. Will trade, but look at Patsi and Wonderful. They're already down here. They're ready to meet and receive this with open arms. OneWin will be so lucky if they even get the bomb down here. There's so many presences to try and contend with. Flamey with the P250. It's a good trade. Can now try and put down this bomb, but there's a dual Berettas.
Yeah, Dooley is going to come out ahead in the P250 and a great swing out to find that kill. Team Spirit gets the pistol off to a good start already. We talked about the importance of the pistol rounds, particularly in these best of ones, and also on Nuke as well. You really want to get that T-pistol. It can be a huge boon on what is a very difficult half. So it's unfortunate for OneWin. They're not quite able to convert that. The fight outside not going their way, but they aren't going to let that slow down their momentum. They're fully invested into this one. Deko's got the scout out, bit of armor behind it, and there are deagles across the board for the rest of the team.
Let's see what we can do with a scope weapon. We said he's quite prolific on the AWP. Now on the scout can look to soften up some of these players for the pistols to try and run riot. Peeking in behind back credit. Doesn't spot out the player. Patsi doesn't quite remove him. Missing a couple of shots in the early encounters of this game. Magic's is going to be his test. Now trying to survive over towards ramp. Does fall off. Doesn't give up his life.
Bit of damage, does a bit of damage and falls back. Patsi looking for this fight. He's been trying to find players out so long, and they have managed to get this one player in deko down secret, right? They know that's happened, but it's a scout player that's been tagged as well. And the scout flank through secret isn't one that you'll see very often because there's only so much you can do with the scout. And Wonderful is here, but Travis, what a deagle shot. Removes him. It looked like that could have been an easy double for Wonderful. Magic still isn't being contested. Travis is looking for this fight, and he might just find it. Magix is now catching that timing to fall back into safety, but Travis is looking for it. Just an edge of the railing protecting both these players from this engagement. And now the lobby cunt comes through, looking for the information. Lollipop fires off a shot onto Chopper. He's going to start to fall back, but it's a bit of a noise bait. Baits him into Siren. He's there with the MP9. Patsy's here holding Heaven as well. Travis goes down. Things start to fall apart here as Patsi, he's not quite able to convert that kill onto Flamey. Siren's still here, and somehow Glowiing hits that shot. Chopper now on the side has doubled up Flamey. The only one remaining has so little HP, and the flank from Heaven is coming through. Chopper is here with the USP.
That's perfect as well from Magix, because he doesn't just immediately sprint all the way up the ladder. It's almost like a meerkat just peeking up just from the heavens, and Flamey gets distracted just for a moment. Really nice hold from Chopper. Team Spirit, they do survive after some incredibly lovely kills from OneWin. Deagle shots all being collected across the server. Back out again with these pistols. Hand cannons looking to shine for OneWin. Give themselves a little bit more of a further opportunity in this round than they would have had previously. Wonderful. Trying to get aggressive outside. Can hear all of these shots just ricocheting off towards the garage. Patsi, maybe it's his turn to finally get some kills.
Yeah, but now they know that it's just these pistols, so should have expected that anyway, based on the economy. Now this MP9 up close out towards long might be able to get a few kills, but glowiing is definitely ready for it. He's firing off these shots. Magic's on this elevated angle, has the advantage against Travis, and is going to take it. glowiing gets brought down low as well. Wonderful. Not quite able to finish the kill, but does a good chunk of damage. Now that they at least know he's here, but Patsi is here in support as well. There's also a player in towards main, so they've got plenty of presence outside. I'm going to try and push it on to Wonderful, but that's where Patsi was holding that crossover. glowiing with a nice headshot, though, is going to remove him. So they are slowly whittling down some of these players on both sides. It feels like no one wants to overcommit to this fight, but Chopper bounces up onto the box and removes Deko.
Yeah, one win. It feels like they can't really go anywhere outside. That's off the back of not really having any utility. So Wonderful's presence this entire round has really just halted any progress. You see, that's why Patsy's just stepped in. He feels comfortable in holding a wider angle. Their support just accommodating the silo peaks. And one win, they've only got really narrow choke points to try and extend an advantage. glowiing 2 kills in the round. Really nice showing. Could it be a third? Yes. So it's good economic damage at the very least. For that timer, it's all but expired and the bomb is a long way off.
Yeah, good couple of kills at the very least to find. Makes it expensive, as you mentioned. And, well, that's going to be a round that they didn't want to go that way, Team Spirit, but they'll be happy to at least get the win. That's a 3-0 start now. But now one win can start to bring out those rifles so we can actually see the true test of this T side, because as of yet, it's just been the pistols essentially for this team. But now they've got a full haul of AKs, and we do get to see the AWP on Wonderful.
Uncontested. One where they have got the AKs. Change of pace potentially towards ramp. Flamey peering on over. Oh, actually, through the smoke, we'll find the timing onto Magix. That's an incredible kill. And look at him, accelerating, no time to waste. Really good map control established early.
Yeah, kills coming across the board. They found 3 uncontested kills. This is huge from one win. As soon as the AKs come out, they start to make them count. Flamey, what a zinger to get things started. Wonderful, he's already calling the save. He's falling all the way back to CT spawn. Can hold if they do decide to wrap heaven. There's a chance you get a kill and the round could still be on. Siren is tucked in towards site. So, I mean, it would have to be an absolute blunder here from one win for Team Spirit to find a way back into this.
Siren could be tested here. It looks like they are grouping more towards the lobby, but take a look at the bomb. It's already on that B bomb site. Just working its way down with Travis and Flamey, who took the ramp control early in the round. It makes sense to try and save this if you're Team Spirit, because with these Deagle rounds, it was 3 kills back-to-back for one win. Despite converting these rounds, Team Spirit haven't been left with a lot of cash in the bank balance. Siren, a good couple of kills on the way out. But more importantly, Wonderful, he's tucked all the way back into spawn, just holding on to this sniper.
Yeah, at least he'll be able to hold on to that into the follow-up, which will make the force around it tempting, right? Siren's got enough to fully buy. Magic's with the loss bonus will be able to get out something reasonable, but it won't be fantastic. Maybe a FAMAS, and then Patsi and Chopper won't really be able to bring up too much. But the fact that the AWP is in play definitely tempts you to sort of buy into this follow-up. But really, that's a fantastic win from one man. It wasn't even the fact that, it was just Flamey finding that open. It was also Lollipop finding one through the smoke in towards lobby. It was also Deko finding one out from Silo. They found 3 1v1 engagements and won them all.
And that's really good signs of success early for one win. If they can keep finding these individual gunfights and prevailing over Spirit, then that's really going to break the stride. We're talking about CT side being so efficient and potent. That's off the back of, firstly, rotations, but secondly, just team play. You're able to support your teammates a lot more effectively on this defensive side. So the fact that Team Spirit, they're willing to take these individual gunfights, I'm not really too sure how long that trend will ride out for. Because we've already seen Patsi missing a little bit over towards Garage. He's normally Mr. Consistent. He's the player Spirit look to rely on. Another player I want to keep my eye on for Team Spirit is Magix. I feel like he's got a lot to provide to this roster. I haven't really been seeing too much of it recently, and if he has a good event, Spirit, they've got a real chance of going really far in the RMR.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the case, right? They only just scraped through the RMR last time as well. And then they did that fantastic run all the way to the final stage. Going to repeat that success here with a new AWP in the mix. So they do decide to fully invest around the AWP and the M4 that Siren was able to buy with that money he had managed to accrue. Patsi playing outside with the MP9. Just going to be walking past the smoke, though. Not going to be contesting. Looks like he spotted the footstep there. There is a slight gap in that smoke, so he's getting the info on these crossing and immediately starts to rotate now. They know at least 2 have crossed.
Chopper's already down the vent. Only equipped with a 5.7, but that smoke just prevents OneWin from making some movements more towards this lower bomb site. Still 50 seconds left on the clock. That's a good dink. That's going to force glowing back. Lollipop will try his luck, but Chopper, who's churning them up with the 5.7. OneWin, got to be careful here. Look at Patsi. He's just walking back in. It's a lot of information that's just been gathered. 35 seconds, OneWin. Reavert their attention more towards main. This flank in from heaven as well. But Magic's, he's accounting for it.
Yeah, and Patsy's just pushed up with his MP9, right? You're not expecting that because the 5-7 player had been there, but Deko clears it. Patsy can't quite kill the shot. Travis finds the entry. There's a lot of pressure now onto Siren in the site. Has to come up big here. He found that first, and they crunch it on him. Glowing gets the kill. Wonderful is in hell with an AWP. Not a position to try and make an entrance, especially as it is being held. Chopper coming through. If he could deny the bomb plant here, he could win the round, and he does it. 4 seconds left. They can't get the bomb down. He's done it.
What a way for Team Spirit to steal that one in. It all comes off the back of Chopper as well. Really good damage. And then OneWin not got a chance. They're not accounting for the fact that that play could come in with the pistol. You see Wonderful firing off shots with the AWP at hell, keeping the attention, keeping Glowing interested. And what a round to steal away.
Unbelievable. Siren goes down here. It should have been their round, but you can see such little HP on the OneWin players. They didn't want to sort of reveal all their positions. They were playing quite passively, getting ready to set up in case there was any shenanigans that came through once the bomb went down. But Chopper just slips the net, finds that gap, denies the bomb plant, and wins the round. Incredible performance from Chopper. Great round with the 5-7. Gets Team Spirit 4, and now OneWin, they're in such an awkward position. They can still invest into this one, but that is such a blow to lose that round.
Call a pause immediately. Just try and reset. You can't let that shake you. You can't let that disrupt you from the game plan. Yes, it goes completely against the grain of what you were trying to achieve. But especially in a high-pressure scenario, rounds like this, they're always going to fall into the fray one way or another. Chopper the experience. Puts a 4th round on the board for Spirit. It's going to be an extended pause coming in. Taking a look at the economy, though, for OneWin. They are going to invest in. Lollipop and Deko have already purchased AK-47s. Travis could get a Galil with some utility. So it's not the worst buy in the world. It's definitely stronger than what Team Spirit have to offer.
Wow. Apart from that AWP for Wonderful. Although we don't really got to see it, right? Like last round, he won the round, but didn't have to do anything to do it. Just stayed alive. So maybe this will be the round we get to see the AWP sing. Patsy's looking for the fight this time. He's pushed up all the way into dark. Going to be tucking in close under Silo. Can be a difficult position to clear, although the fact that OneWin don't have this ground, you've got to think they're going to be considering a close play.
You'd assume so. Has got aggressive in some of these rounds before. So wouldn't be out of the realms of possibility to expect him there again. OneWin. Oh, no, not considering it this time. Patsi does find the opener and keeps on going. Glowing removed. That's the outside threat. Completely relinquished. Team Spirit have got all the control. Wonderful. Does miss the shot. Goes in for a second opportunity, but Flamey will put him in the ground. And Deko, here's this vent rotation, but Magis steps up to the plate. Dispatches of Lollipop 21k, and it's still a 4 versus 2 advantage for Spirit.
Yes, it's a bit funky now. They know the rotation's at least 2 down towards the B bomb site. Make that 1 as Flamey deals with Magix. Echo's looking for a path onto the A bomb site, but Siren was holding it, catches him off, and Patsi all the way back in CT spawn finds Flamey. So Spirit, they do, well, after finding that double opener there, they're able to sort of bring it back. It looked like maybe OneWin were going to find a way back into that round, but they do set up well defensively, and they managed to get that one pretty cleanly in the end.
That's a really nice reposition from Patsi as well. The fact that he's got 2 kills outside, there might be an element of him really wanting to push forward, advance a little bit further, maybe flanking towards lobby, but instead, when Magix finds that contact, when Wonderful falls in towards Hell, Patsi realizes that the gap is opened up towards that A split from this ramp presence that OneWin have established themselves in. Siren, he will not move off this bomb site, by the way, on A. He's the anchor player. Nothing will deter him. And deko gets caught out in the open. It's a partial investment now for OneWin in round number 7. And what was once looking like a close encounter is starting to fall more favour to this CT side. However, we have seen the Deagles be a little bit instrumental in the hands of OneWin. It looks like they're lining up a set play to go quick in towards A.
All right, we talk about Siren as the man to watch on this site. We'll see if he can do it under pressure. All the Molotovs raining in. He is getting burned. Has to fall back. Chopper is here to support, but they're actually not committing yet. Magix gets a little bit of contact out towards ramp. He's going to fight this one. Throws a HE out. And now the rest of their team is starting to come through. A dig comes through, but he's able to find that kill. Now he can back out. He has the support of Wonderful here as well, but deko's maybe caught a timing on that peak, but falls back. He's got to be careful. He has the bomb on his back. Going as well as quarter timing here, but Magix is holding for it. Great reposition with 3 HP, able to punish the flank, and now the 3 remaining Ts make their way back towards lobby. And as mentioned, Siren has not left the A bomb site. He's moved over towards CT vents now. He can swing out here, finds that first very crisp headshot, a second to follow up, and now it's just Flamey left. Does get that trade, but he is cleaned up by Wonderful.
Yeah, again, it's just really nice reposition. Spirit know where the gaps in the defense lie, and they account for it. And repositions in to watch the cross for main, and that means that Siren can just remain in this CT vent position, which allows this multi-kill to come into full effect. Really nice fundamentals, CS, Team Spirit, working the rotations perfectly, and OneWin are just getting blindsided each and every time. Back in with the guns, and look, the first sign of opportunity for deko on the AWP.
Yes, what we've been wanting to see. Talk about him as this superstar upcoming AWPer. Untested against the top tier of competition. Now we get to see his AWP. See what he can show us with it. Wonderful. Hasn't really been needed so much with that AWP quite yet either on the Team Spirit side. It's really been the battle of the rifles here in this matchup. Very similar to the matchup before, in fact, where we didn't see that sort of Shiro head-to-head with Wrinkle either. So we'll see if that changes in this matchup.
Posturing for a ramp take, just peeking in right now as deko. Flamey's found success over here before, but actually Wonderful will remove him. There's that head-to-head, comes out on top for Team Spirit. AWP not yet recovered. OneWin, they're just putting utility down towards lobby. They're just spamming, waiting for a mistake, waiting for any aggression, because Team Spirit have shown a flavour of it towards outside, but this time, nothing. And look at Siren. Oh, he's just moved off the angle, probably at the worst moment. But Flamey, well, he's not going to advance on that timing.
Yeah, Magix has rotated over to cover that position now, so they've sort of given up that outside control. Patsi's holding this very passive line, which means Siren has to focus on main. That's why that reposition came through. Magix is now supporting from the heavens instead. So they have quite a strong defense here. 30 seconds left. Well-timed incendiary. Patsi goes down to glowing. That's now an opportunity. Siren has to keep this engagement in mind, but it's a fight outside. Magix still to glowing. Now Siren can focus on the side. He's going to peek over and deal with Lollipop. Now the fight comes through. Chopper cleans up and Siren finds the last.
It's just really nice just watching this all come into the fold for Spirit. It just looks like they're on a carousel. They're just rotating round, just all on timings. Magix rather just completely capitalizes on the fact that glowiing is trying to make a play after catching out Patsi outside. Immediately, it's a trade. Siren knows he needs to hold for main just in case. It's a really well-played defensive side from Spirit. I'm very impressed with what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, the way they rotate and just reposition when they lose players or when they go low, it's really good stuff. And now Wonderful, we get to see him get the opener once again with the AWP. So he is starting to find that impact with the AWP. Now he's moved towards outside as well. Nice shot onto glowing. Can be a tough line to hit. Flavey hit a nice deagle onto Patsi, but now Wonderful can hold him in as well. And that's a third for Wonderful. See if he can make any more. There is a fourth player out here. Travis goes down in towards lobby, so it is just deko out towards red box. He has been spotted, and now they're going to be ready for his position. Peeking out and goes down to Siren.
8-1 already. Feels like we haven't been on the server that long. When they came into this, they are one of the underdogs to watch out for here in the RMR. I think the Lollipop 21k pickup was actually really good. He expressed quite vocally through social media that he wanted to grind. He wanted to be that player to try and make a team elevate themselves to the top, wanted to change the culture, didn't mind going European. And that's something you want out of your teammates, just being incredibly just committed to the cause. Wonderful gets flashed off in towards Garage in the meanwhile in round number 10. But look at this reposition now. It's a much more of a passive line. And meanwhile, you've got Patsi, who did start outside, but now he's up towards Secret.
Ooh, that flashbang. Yeah, force Wonderful off the angle, but now Patsi, as mentioned, it's his time to shine. He's going to make his way up, spots the player out towards Dark, but it's an awkward duel. Flamey comes out ahead. Now Wonderful, he has to be careful. There's a player slowly ascending the heavens above him, and he is in the hells below. Holding this AWP line, going to be falling off it. Glowing has definitely caught a timing here. Walking into the A side, if he progresses any further, there's at least one kill for free. The flash going to come through, repositions, gets it, Wonderful, swivels around with the no-scope, came up the ladder at the exact time that flank came through, and now Siren, so much pressure on him, can't quite find Lollipop, too many angles to clear. Wonderful up in heaven still, and Magic's on a flank, spots one coming in through main. Might be able to catch off Deko here, who's sitting here watching with the AWP. Should spot that barrel any second. There it is. Now Deko's repositioned. Magic has the awareness, but Deko has the angle. Wonderful. Now he just has to try and hold on to this AWP. They are looking to take the fight to him. Considering maybe trying to hold for this, but no. Travis sitting all the way back does remove him.
Much better from one win. We've seen this quite a few rounds now. Their intent is always to try and flank Team Spirit, try and get up through the heavens. This time it was just a much faster play from Glowing, who was so unfortunate to get caught out by a no-scope. I mean, what an incredible shot from Wonderful, but potentially he could have had the round in the palm of his hand. There was 3 kills available to him. Only able to gather 1, but it doesn't matter. 1 win will still convert. Team Spirit need to account for these faster plays. Speaking of, Wonderful, look at this aggression. I don't think there's any way Travis is expecting that. Peak already found.
Yeah, you don't expect the AWP to be taking that angle in towards Dark. That is lovely change up from Wonderful. Catches them completely off guard. Great opener. And look where he's repositioned to. He's now on the other side of the map in towards ramp. So now he can just post up here and hold this line. He won that head-to-head with Deko here earlier on. Flamey looking to peek out towards Hut, but there are still 3 defenders here on the A side, although Magix is moving around a little bit. All these smokes outside have kept the attention of 2 of these CTs. Already a good start to the round for Team Spirit, and here's this AWP on the line. Flamey potentially about to peek into it.
Thinks better of it. 1 win. Potentially looking to go out towards Squeaky, but not quite. Well-timed Molotov. Glowing is still out towards this red box. So Team Spirit have got to be a little bit careful. Looks like they are holding for it with Patsi up close, and then Magix is the insurance policy right at the back towards CT. 30 seconds. 1 win. Need to start making inroads towards A.
They're going to walk straight into the firing squad. 3 players on the defense here. Patsi, oh, it's a bit of a labor straight. Can't quite but the kill, and Glowing comes through, but Magix all the way outside gets it. Now it's just onto Deko. The kills did look like they were coming through for the T's, but unfortunately there's just too many bodies on the site, and the fact that they lost that man early makes this site take a little less achievable. Deko just has to force to hold on to this AWP as Team Spirit get up to a 9th, Brandon. This is a dominant start on Nuke.
That round looked like it had potential, though, for 1 win. By just slowing themselves down, playing a little bit more of a contact approach, it nearly caught Spirit unawares. You saw that the spray was a little bit laboured in towards main, but even despite that, when the player turned round, they're already on the bomb site. There's 2 players taking the fight up towards top hut, and that's despite Wonderful finding this entry. So there's still opportunity here for 1 win to carve open an opportunity, a lifeline to work their way back in when the rounds swap over at the halftime break. But currently it's all Spirit in the kill feeds and in the round just in general. Another buy could potentially come in. You see Deko's already purchased an AWP. So for 1 win, sights are set. I'm trying to make this one close.
Well, we'll see if they can do it. It's been difficult so far, Deko not finding that impact that He'd like to with that AWP. It's just been Flamey and Glowing that have been quite impressive. Flamey, we didn't touch on too much, but obviously he comes into this roster with a lot of experience from that long tenure on Na'Vi. So definitely has the fortitude to be playing at this level in the RMRs. Plenty of major experience for him. So that's something to be able to bring across. Deko has got Patsi tucked in here. Glowing is going to walk in and clear it. Fantastic kill from Glowing. Patsi had the advantage in the body, but couldn't find the headshot. And Wonderful looking over the top of these smokes, but not quite able to connect the flick. Chopper is here, and he manages to punish Glowing, maybe getting a little over-eager on the chase down. Deko going to spot him around blue box, but not going to continue to commit.
Travis is still here, though. Can peek out towards Garage. Flashbangs will rain in. Oh, but Wonderful still hits a shot onto Flamey anyway. Quick, precise kills from the AWP, keeping Spirit locking in this map control outside. And Chopper hasn't moved a muscle. But neither has Travis. This is a standoff for the ages, but 50 seconds left. Travis needs to try and make a move, but Chopper does catch him out in the end. And suddenly all the kills are falling in favor of Team Spirit. Deko would like to hold on to the AWP, but isn't even allowed.
Double digits for Spirit. What a dominant start. The way they're playing the CT side is so fantastic. The positions they use, the way they set up these crossfires, it's just absolutely perfect. You can see Travis, he really wanted to go for that fight onto Wonderful. The flash came through trying to set him up, but Chopper's just tucked in towards the CT blue, and he's just able to just catch up all these players constantly. They've always got someone sitting on one of these cheeky off angles that you're just not expecting, and it's catching them off guard again and again and again. Into this round, they've not fully invested into it. They want to have money for the follow-up, so it is going to be, well, AK and Tech 9s. One of them is removed. Travis taken down immediately from the spray from Chopper. This one's already looking to peter out, and I feel like for one win, I would have liked to maybe see a few more of these aggressive plays. Maybe try and get a few vent dives. Maybe some faster plays. We saw some of that utility being deployed onto A once, but then they didn't even commit off it. It's very slow paced, and that's working into Team Spirit setups.
Ooh. Contact to be found in towards ramp. It's going to be another bait and switch. Wonderful to take the first shot, fall off, and there comes Magix. Beautiful kills just combining. And it all is left onto Deko, 10 HP and a dream. Can Grenade trying to thrust himself forward for an opportunity, but Wonderful still holding the angle again. He's definitely coming out on top in these head-to-head engagements, and I completely agree with what you're saying. One win, it felt like they looked the most dangerous when they were taking the fight to Team Spirit. In fact, one of the most impactful rounds in the whole game was right at the start where the Deagles were doing the economic damage. I thought as soon as the rifles would come into play, it would be a lot more of that faster tempo coming out from one win, but they're really playing into Team Spirit's hands.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it that one round where they found those 3 openers all across the map and those aim deals, but since then it's been a very one-sided affair. Team Spirit really taking control. Wonderful is having a field day. That was a great triple from him last round. The Molotov actually went a little too deep and it kind of gave him a bit more room to be able to peek into it. Didn't have to take as many ticks as you otherwise would in that position. And now look at this change up. Wonderful is pushed all the way in towards lobby holding with the AWP and has Magix here as well. So they have this bait and switch setup in play. Magix catches anyone that's sort of in lobby, and Wonderful catches anyone that decides to peek through. And oh, Salt in the Wound, Chopper just shooting through the smoke removes Travis before there's even a chance, and here comes that setup. In fact, it's even Siren that gets the kill.
Haven't seen any aggression towards lobby yet from Team Spirit, and we're nearly at the tail end of the first half. So it's a really nice change up. It does catch one win off guard. Does create a little bit of space, though. And one win have found the gap. Working their way down towards Secret. Only one smoke, though, and, well, Chopper is already looking to plug it. Jumping in from decon. As soon as he spots a player, he can just throw a flash. Call his team to rotate over. Doesn't even need to. Spots them out. Opens the door. Now repositions as well. Wonderful. Already positioned. There's another player in towards ramp. There's no way one win can get into this.
It feels impossible. 2 players up towards ramp. Smoke deployed. It gives a bit of cover as well. Chopper, if he goes down here, there's maybe an avenue in. Little utility to work with, though. No smokes now left to be able to block off any of these positions, but Deko, that's a big kill onto Magix. Now there is a way for this bomb to go down. 3 versus 3. It looked like a done round. Team Spirit had all the pieces in play. Now, this retake is on. Flamey is going to go down to Siren, so now the opportunity presents itself. Deko, though, takes the fight to ramp, finds that kill, but not expecting Patsi. Puts it down to Glowing with 17 HP to pull up the 1 versus 2. They flash off the double doors as well, so they are aware that of all the positions, this is where he has to be, because Siren came through single. He's looking for the fight, almost catches Patsi sleeping, but does come out ahead, which means the Spirit are now up to 12 rounds with 1 more to play.
Yeah, look, that one potentially could have been on for Glowing. One of the more experienced members here at One Win has had tenure playing with Seized and Guardian in the Trident and Cyber Legacy rosters. And they were quite fabled for their Nuke performances, in fact. So, no surprise that he's top of the board for One Win. Thought it was going to be a little bit more of a one-sided affair in that round, given the nature and the setup of Team Spirit, but it's more from what we were kind of saying, right? One Win, they took the fights towards Team Spirit and they actually came out on top, disrupted the rotations. It's unfortunate there were a couple more additional elements that One Win just didn't really account for. Magix has to be careful not to be caught off guard by this ramp pressure. There's now a player in towards Secret. I don't think we've even seen Patsi in this position, so it's another just different layer to the Spirit defense.
I was going to highlight that. Patsi is playing very dynamic, but Flamey does catch off Magix. Gets brought down low in the process, so it does make it a bit more difficult to cause disruption, but you can see it's already forced Team Spirit to respect this. They've had to put Patsi down onto the B bomb site to try and hold off if they do decide to push down ramp. Deko is holding for a push into lobby. It's very common that we see the lobby crunch come after control is lost elsewhere on the map. So we'll see if that does come into fruition. 3 tiers, in fact, make that 4 now towards ramp. So they've stopped holding lobby. They are going to be committing to this B site ramp. So Patsi, the only defender on this side of the map. Utility going to be thrown through as well. He's tucked in on the stairs in control. Glowiing on this flank as well. It's spotted out, so now Patsi swings up. He gets that first, but can't quite convert a second. So that's going to be the avenue into the bomb site, and Glowing is doing the damage outside. This one is looking good for One Win.
Oh, it is. Even catches up wonderful. The AWP player Siren in towards the vent, deals with the first, but Deko will immediately trade out. So it's 1 round back, at the very least, for One Win. They will take 3 with them over to the second half. But Nuke, we have said it's CT-sided already. We're going to take a quick breather. When we come back, we'll bring you that second half in just a few moments.
All right, welcome back here to this best of one matchup between Team Spirit and One Win. Team Spirit a commanding lead as they go into the T side. 12-3 is the scoreline.
Yeah, it's been pretty dominant. Been so impressed. I think me and you both have, Lucy, at how this defensive setup has really just been orchestrated with Chopper at the helm, but it looks like it could be a potential change of pace here for Team Spirit. Deko tasked with the responsibility of holding onto the squeaky door, chiming in with Travis, who is wielding those dual Berettas. Up close and personal could stop a push, and Deko, that's a great kill to kick things off.
A good kill and a second make it two. He's looking for more as well. Siren spotted, but Patsi has come through on that flank. Bomb can be recovered, and Patsi is looking for more. It's labored, but the Glock does get it done. But now he's alone. 1 versus 2. His teammates have all fallen. Picks up a USP for that headshot potential, and there's certainly a world in which he can pull this one off. Has plenty of time to work with. 1 minute 10 on the clock. He's going for the full rotate back through T-Spawn. Now, the thing with the clock here is that One Win also know that Patsi has plenty of time to work with, so they can check out a few of these angles, can see if he's coming through CT, and then they should have a reasonable read. He has to come back through from this side of the map. You can see already the reposition towards CT vent. That's going to make it difficult. Flamey can swing out there. The bomb has to be collected, and that's in his vision as well. Patsi slowly clearing this. Flamey does reveal himself, but just not enough health points for Patsi. And One Win get the pistol.
Much better stuff from One Win. Really nice kills coming in from Deko as well. Gets a little bit scary when Flamey just goes for that fight, because it is a 1 versus 2, and you're giving up the advantage of the fact that you've got the numbers. You don't really need to fight that in such an individual manner. But it doesn't matter. One Win, they will still convert. Looks like the buy for Spirit will be pretty much non-existent. Just a sole deagle. So Patsi being given the only real solution for Team Spirit to try and find an opening. Glowiing. Holding very passively. Just holding for this silo drop. Flamey. Oh, he's pushing the limits here with the MP9. Looking to farm up the cash chopper. Not expecting that eventuality.
This setup, though, feels impossible for these pistols to get past unless they hit some pretty incredible 1Ds, perhaps. Patsi with that Desert Eagle, but Deko removes him immediately, and now it's Glowing's here. All these long-range fights going to favor the M4s every single day of the week. Wonderful does get one with the dig. Glowing does clean it up, and that was just the MP9 going down as well. So a great conversion from One Win, but that one went as expected because now Team Spirit get out the guns, and now we get to see the true test of their T side.
A little bit of an update for you on the A stream. FaZe versus Gamer Legion. That one's gone overtime on Mirage.
Expected?
Potentially not.
No, probably not. Faye is one of the favorites coming into this RMR. Previous major champions. Potentially stumbling at the first hurdle. See how that one pans out. But here in the server, we do have Team Spirit in a commanding lead against One Win. 7 rounds. Here's that deficit that One Win have to get over. Glowing setting up a flash here. This is going to allow Deko to swing out. This could be perfect. Nice kill. Looking for more as well. The spray is good. Removes Chopper. Drops an incendiary to even prevent the trade coming through. And he's looking to even fight for more. They cannot quite deal with him. Drop a smoke as well to aid his escape. And that is a fantastic sequence, although he does burn out in the end.
Does his job. 4 versus 2. Gets 2 kills. Couldn't quite escape. Doesn't matter. Team Spirit, more importantly, do not have any control over towards outside. So now need to reconvene, reset in towards lobby, and the trap's already been set for One Win. Travis doesn't need to peek this. He can just hold, wait for Team Spirit to walk straight into his crosshair. Really nice reposition. Let's get a little bit antsy about this. Concerned that Team Spirit aren't actually going to do this play, but they are. They're just on the other side of the wall. Travis needs to hold his nerve. Siren will actually spot him out, so it's not the cleanest of kills. In fact, Siren wins out the gunfight. This round, it's still potentially on, despite Siren's low HP.
Good smoke. Nice nade. Isn't actually going to go as far as it needed to do the damage. Only 20 seconds left, and Glowing is still on the site, though. There's a player ready to jump up through vents, so all the pieces are here. They're going to drop down straight into Flamey. He's there in the vents getting it done. Wonderful. Almost a second kill there, but wasn't enough time anyway. One win, get the round, get their 6, and that was against the full buy from Team Spirit. So we're starting to see signs of life from this one-win roster, but they still have half the rounds of Team Spirit. Team Spirit only need 4 more to close this one out, so still a long battle ahead for one win.
They might be allowed a little bit of temporary respite, though, because it's just going to be the pistols for Team Spirit. So it can kind of get you a little bit settled in your defensive side, especially after being down such a deficit. Comebacks, not out of the realms of possibility. I've already seen it here on the broadcast today. Team Spirit burst out the utility, make it all the way down towards Vent, and glowiing somehow fluffs his lines on towards Magic's outside. Flamey will at least get a kill on towards Patsi. That bombing is trying to be taken advantage of, but wonderful. Creeps up close. Will dispatch with the Tech 9. Chopper is being a nuisance outside, and suddenly, this round, it looks more in favour of Team Spirit than one win.
Yeah, how's this one happened? Wonderful now has this great line to work with, and Siren can swing on the double doors on contact as well. And there's still 2 players in towards lobby that have to be dealt with. Deko's going to spot one. Not wait, be ready for the second one though, right? Wonderful finds that kill. Siren goes down. All right, this is on. Look at the HP between Magix and Wonderful. 28 between them. Barely anything left in the tank, and Wonderful goes down. Now on to Magix. His flank might not be accounted for, but the fact that it's taken so long, they do have to get onto this bomb. They have kits in play. Magix is going to make a little bit of noise, but it's planted for him. He can swing out and stop this defuse. Has to hit the line. They line up, but the swing comes through from Deko, and one win do recover the round.
Oh, Deko plays bodyguard, saves that round for one win. And that's a round that, honestly, should have been a lot more comfortable. It's just a quick burst of pace for Team Spirit. Lining up Molotovs, it makes one win think that there's going to be this top site execute flooding out, maybe towards hut and door, but no, it's a vent dive. It's all a little bit of a ruse. Bomb planted. Means the AKs can't come out with full utility, and here's a change of pace. Lollipop to be tested, gets flashed off the line, is good for the first. Travis now trying to step in and support, but the trades, they're just in favor of Team Spirit. They overrun the bomb site.
They go to a piece, the smoke goes down, there's still this AWP, it's stuck in towards the vents. That's such a difficult position to come back from. Going is here and can try and support, and there's also a smoke down, so he does have an avenue out here, but this player in Chopper is just going to make it so difficult. You can see he's got the read. Deko doesn't even want to attempt to come up. He's going to have to either wait it out or reposition. All on glowing here as he's going to get pushed through, but they are going to line up for him. Can't quite convert the second kill, but Magix is low. Deko has made his way over in the meantime, and Flamey is yet to activate either. That flash is going to come through. It's this hut setup, but actually there's no one on the site, but the clock is running down. Flamey's going to tap it. Deko going for the fight, hits the no-scope. Now he just has to get on this bomb. Magix has to come through and come up clutch, but Deko saves the day.
What a round from one win. Really good retake. It's just Deko chiming in with these kills. First taking the initiative once they've cleared out the play, because he's rotated in from Secret. Flamey was up towards Heaven the entire time, and once they clear out the bomb site, they know that it has to be this hut and squeaky setup. Needs to again just account for these positions. Team Spirit, they're running in, just trying to prevent this defuse, but really quick shots enable one winner lifeline back in. Look at this again, full AKs out. It's going to be a rush out towards hut, but this time the defense holds firm. Travis with the spray for a multi-kill. 4 versus 2. This defense is looking a lot better for one win.
Yeah, Chopper's trying a few things that one win weren't, which is that sort of really fast play in towards the A site. And we also saw the vent dive come through, so it doesn't feel like this T side strap up does have a few more options in it. Chopper is also trying to still recover this round despite losing his entire team. But it would have to be a 1 versus 3 now. Actually, it is potential. If he catches a Deko here, there's a way into this round. Bomb can be recovered. Deko is holding this, and yeah, he's going to catch him off. He's sort of moving back and forth on the site with the AWP. It can get a little bit awkward there, but the kill does come through, and one win is starting to close the distance between these two teams, considering how dominant a half it was from Team Spirit. They are really struggling on this T side.
Tactical timeout being called in. And those jerseys are absolutely huge, by the way, on one win. There's oversized and then there's oversized. Like they're massive.
It's comfy.
That's true.
You don't want to, your arm to get caught in the jersey as you're going for a big flick. It's all by design. And speaking of design, one win are designing quite the defense, right? They haven't dropped a round on this CTR. It was a 12-3 half, Brandon, and it is now 12-9. And it doesn't look like one win are giving up a round yet with the way they're holding here. They've just got the perfect reads, great trade spacing, and they're kind of clutching a few of these 1v1, 2v2 situations.
Yeah, Deko's really just stepped up to the plate. It was a little bit concerning if you just take a look down the kill distribution of one win. 3 players are now just stepping up. Travis, although he's got 6 kills, one of those was an important multi-kill into the previous. So he is finding impact despite not really placing himself into the kill feed on a regular basis. Patsi crossing close to the smoke. That's so Deko can't see him above the heavens. Not even going to get spotted. Will be burned a little bit by the flames, but Team Spirit have the secret control, and Chopper's even trying to make inroads over the top of main.
Glowiing going for the aggressive peek here. Going to get punished. Magix was holding for it. Flamey's still here, though. He's considering pushing further. They're about to jiggle into the angle. He pings off that smoke, and he's going to get caught off. Not quite swinging until after the smoke has bloomed, and wonderful punishes. But Lollipop is in the backlines here. It all comes down to timing. They're ready for it. This time around, Team Spirit have the read. Deko does catch off Chopper on that flank. Travis is down to the B bomb site, so there's still a chance that this could get a little bit weird, particularly if they go down towards B, which is exactly where they're intending. They know where this AWPer is. Deko can come through at a good flank, and if Travis can come up big here, there's still an opportunity. That's one, but now they know where he is. He's looking for more, can't quite convert onto Wonderful. That might have been it. That might have been the way in, but now Deko has to be 1 versus 3. That's 1. Still 2 more to go. The bomb only just going down, though, means that this is definitely on. He can drop down the smoke to allow his way in here. Clearing off these angles with the AWP close quarters. Bit of a gap here he's a little bit worried about, but not going to be pushing through. In fact, spots that player on site, and he's going to swing out Siren. Jiggle peeks the angle, swings out wide, and removes Deko, denying the clutch and getting Team Spirit their first T-side round.
That round was almost like roles reversal on the server. We've seen Team Spirit go for these aggressive plays. This time it was 1 win. But it wasn't quite the controlled aggression they were hoping for. Team Spirit were accounting for all of this, and they're allowed to just sit back in this position and wait for one win to make a mistake because of the control they gathered outside early on. One win walked straight into the trap. But although Deko nearly comes up clutch, it's a cool idea to try and walk through that control window smoke. It doesn't amount to a round win for themselves. So Team Spirit, even with Magix down the vent, looking to be a fly in the ointment here. Deko, he could be caught off guard here. It's going to be a weird little timing.
Yeah, he's gotten down here unannounced. There's no way Deko would be in this position otherwise. And you can tell he wanted to do something a bit more there, but couldn't get behind him for the knife. Picks up the AWP instead, misses the shot, and Travis is looking for the fight, but Patsi is there. Flamey rotating down. Siren has caught off Glowiing, so it's all now on to Flamey. Smoke actually going to give him something to work with here as he can start to reposition, but he is out in the middle of no man's land here. Now he's found 1 kill. Siren is quick on the response. Lollipop with the CZ has no hope into this round. So Team Spirit, after 6 consecutive going the way of the CTs, are going to bounce back with 2 of their own and now get ever so closer to that map point.
That was a really nice idea from Magix as well, where he comes down the vent and he peeks in more towards the double door side. It looks like he was maybe going to try and get some control literally towards the control room windows, but where he sees the door open, he thinks, okay, I just need to make sure that my teammates don't get caught out. So it's nice accountability, presence of mind from Spirit, leaving nothing to chance. That's going to be 14 on the board. And whilst it looked good initially for 1 win, it feels like since the rifles have really come into play and Team Spirit are really just setting the tempo of these rounds, they're coming out on top.
The biggest issue now for 1 win is that they're now going up against map point and they can't fight this. I mean, look at the economy. There's just no opportunity here. Lollipop's going to be the only one that can really do anything into this round, unless they went for the force, but that would be incredibly risky decision to do so. So it feels like that 15th is inevitable, which means that 1 win are going to have to stage that late stage combat. 6 rounds consecutive is going to be needed, unless Flamey with the dual Berettas can do something beautiful. I believe.
All right, where's he going with him? More focused on glowing, however, he gets caught off guard by Patsi on the silo. Flamey is working his way down towards Secret, so maybe the dual Berettas can find some contact. It's going to be a 3-stage loss bonus for 1 win if they do lose this round, so they'll be able to buy quite comfortably. Then they have to play for their lives here in this 0-0 opening matchup. Team Spirit, they've taken the control, but now they back off. They want to recontest lobby. They want to gather as a unit. And Patsi is making a lot of noise outside.
Stack over towards A. Flamey can come up those vents if need be as well. He's looking to do it. Sitting in here with the dual Berettas ready to jump up. Gonna see the swing pass. Now he's gonna swing out with the dual. He's not quite able to get the kill though, but Lollipop has found 2 with the CZ. Brown is still on. That bomb is dropped. He can't quite convert that third though. Deko with the Eagle is going to be on that flank, but now he is the only one left, and Patsi is even holding for it. Slow, so a body shot would do it, but he's holding the angle. Deko goes down, and Team Spirit gets to map point.
Yeah, no warp can come out either for 1 win, which has been a real instrument to their success. Deko's been playing incredibly well, getting multi-kills with that sniper, especially in pivotal moments. You think about the retakes that 1 win have won. That's all come off the back of Deko's presence and just authority with that scoped weapon. It just has to be the M4s that need to find the success and need to keep 1 win alive in this best of 1.
Ooh, Siren almost made his way down towards vent. He got a little bit slowed by the ladder, and Travis is able to find that kill as he's descending. That's a huge one to find as well. Siren is up there alongside Wonderful, is leading the charge of the server. Patsi is going to make his way down to Secret at least. He's been able to find a lot of presence outside, either on these main wraps or into Secret, round after round. The rest of his team is grouped up in towards lobby, waiting for this utility to fade, and then potentially a crunch onto this A bomb site. Waiting to see if Patsi can find anything down towards B. There is a rotation that's gone down there as well.
Oh, Travis gets caught off guard. Back onto an even playing field. 4 versus 4. You can see that 1 win feel like they need to go for some sort of play. Glowing, pushing over towards ramp. They don't have any information about B. You're quite right. And then take a look at this. Look at Patsi's positioning. Team Spirit, they're going to come and join their comrade all the way down in towards the B bomb site. It's completely open for business. And Chopper can even plant. 1 win, 4 versus 4 retake. They need to make it happen. Otherwise, Team Spirit will convert. But all the kills are just coming in. Quick, precise headshots. And Magix is even accounting for the vent dive. Deko versus 4. And yeah, this one feels like it's got Team Spirit written all over it.
Indeed it does. Patsi finds the final kill, and Team Spirit are going to take the map against 1 win. It was a close one in the end. 1 win, staging that comeback on the CT side, but Spirit, when it mattered most, were able to dig deep and find those final rounds to close it out. Fantastic stuff from Spirit. They do take the win. Now they will be sitting 1-0 in the groups.
Absolutely, and we're going to throw it to a very short break when we come back.